Ladd Everett, spokesman of the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, pointed out that thousands of people lost their lives from gun violence every year in the U.S.
I mean, I can tell you pretty much very accurately, we're losing 33,000 Americans to gun death every year. That's from all causes: homicide, suicide, accidental death. I think a common misperception people have is that most of it is homicide. Actually, the fact is that most of it is gun suicide, about 20,000 of those a year, with about 11,000 gun homicides or so.
Everett believes it's gun that turned many arguments to fatal violence.
Comparing us to other democracies, similar violent crime rates, but astronomically higher rates of gun death, and then also higher overall homicide rates because guns make attempted murder so much more lethal as opposed to other methods like a fist fight or a knife fight.
To better manage the gun ownership, Everett said, tightening the background screening is necessary.
The most fundamental thing any system of regulation in this area would do would be to check every gun sale. Whenever someone goes to buy a gun, you want to at least have some basic level of screening on the buyer. We are not doing that yet. There are not universal background checks in this country. If you are a licensed firearms dealer like Bob's Guns on the corner, you'd be required to do a background check on a buyer and keep at least a paper record of that sale. But in approximately 40 states, private individuals who are theoretically not engaged in the business of dealing firearms are being permitted to sell guns without conducting any background checks on the buyer and without maintaining any records of those sales. So that's a first step. And then I think a next step from there is to begin to take a better look, do a better job of screening at the point of purchase when we do conduct background checks.
Everett still thinks there is a lot of work needed to be done in terms of closing all the loopholes in gun laws.
If you look across the entire spectrum of U.S. gun laws, you will find similar loopholes almost everywhere. There's a lot of work that we need to do here.